Will you please welcome the UK Managing Director of NSF, Rob Chester.
It takes around about 18 months minimum for the agricultural industry to adapt to changes. So unless somebody tells us something in the next few months, how that's going to be supported, how we can react, it's going to create changes which will be fundamentally damaging to the industry.
My client's worried about uncertainty. What is going to happen? Will they have any legislation at all that they're going to comply with? Or is it going to be so complex because of all the interrelationships with the EU source legislation that they're not going to be able to know how to comply?
It is a big challenge for our clients, and it is high up in their priorities.
So yeah, helping clients find their way through what this Brexit labyrinth on regulation is going to mean is where I want to play our part.
The agenda ought to be about making the food system more sustainable. That means consumers changing what we eat. It means supply chains changing. It means wising ourselves up to a more complex world and beginning to develop criteria for how to deal with that.
We need a new framing, a new way of thinking about food, a new way of growing, valuing and consuming food.
So we've got a business based around sustainability, but it is actually involved in meat production. So we're looking at insects as a food source. One of the things we set out to do when we set up the business wasn't to tell everyone to stop eating all forms of meat or any other form of protein, but to say that insects are a highly sustainable form of protein.
But what we're not doing is addressing consumers. The problem is consumption.
ODG R7. The ODG R7, I can do my email, I can do video conferencing, anything I can do on my phone, I can do with the ODG R7. This, yes, it looks a little clunky, but I've already seen the R9. The R9 will be out this summer. It's going to be 60% lighter, have twice the capacity. It's going to have dual cameras to give 3D rendering. And I'm controlling it all. When I check my email from a little mouse that goes on my finger.
I think the main takeaway for us, obviously, regarding the food safety was just the innovations and the technology. The end session was absolutely brilliant, mesmerising just to see how different technology will be in even 2 years' time. But just see things that actually you only thought you could see on TV and films is actually in use at the moment in the audit environment. It's absolutely amazing.
An open approach to sharing both information, learning, understanding drives innovation. And so I think that in itself is also good for business and ultimately should be good for the consumer.
You can communicate over a piece of technology or a piece of glass. I think it's just fantastic, and I look forward to the future of it.
Clearview enables brands throughout the global supply chain to ensure that they are operating responsible recruitment practices in their business. This is the first scheme delivering responsible recruitment practices in the global supply chain.
Smart predictive scheduling is the next generation approach that directs a responsive, rolling programme of preventative risk interventions based on the future identified risks in your business.
It was nice to see some lateral thinking around all the way through. I think that's what impressed me. And some good connections with people for future work.
It was a really great day. I think the diversity of the speakers, the diversity of the subjects, although they all actually start to link together when you think about them, and how they were delivered, I think is super beneficial, but really relevant to business now.
Yeah, really interesting. Thanks for a good day.